Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the career and financial energy for the sign of Capricorn for the month of September. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and take a look at what we have here for you, Capricorn. I do hope things are going well, hope things are going good for you. I am using the Gilded Tarot, the Ethereal Visions Tarot, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up and in view here. And then we'll get right into it. Okay. And I think that's looking just about good enough to me for right now. We'll take 3 of these Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. And all right, energy on the bottom. You have the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups is all about potentially something from the past coming back into your life. So since this is around your career and financial situation, you know, the 6 of Cups is maybe talking about you revisiting a project. This could be you revisiting an issue that you've maybe had to deal with in the workplace, revisiting a talk that you may need to have with your employer. This could also be asking you to sort of stop and smell the roses, enjoy what you have now, and spend as much time as you can kind of being focused on the present moment. And this word of that's coming to my mind is like being grateful. At this time, Capricorn could be like very helpful for you in this month of September. We do have this Mercury retrograde here pretty much throughout the entire month of September. And it's a really good idea to, I learned this recently, but with Mercury retrogrades, it's like a really good time to like reflect, re-energize, reassess, reevaluate, reconsider, re-engage. These re-words or the R words, considering it's retrograde. These are all very good. It's a very good time to do kind of all of those sorts of things. And so, yeah, definitely feeling like that type of energy could be kind of coming forward for you or important for you in this moment or during this month here as it relates to your career situation. Now, you do have this World card, and one of the things about the World card is it does ask you to reflect. And the reason being is the World refers to this idea that you've completed some type of important cycle in your life, and you're kind of metaphorically at the top of the world. And this is a really good time to reflect and maybe even also reassess or reflect on how you want the next cycle to begin, because with the World there is one cycle closing out, but there's always a new cycle in life, and that is just part of the experience. And so the World can say that you're maybe getting ready to gear up for a new cycle, but I do think that some of you are having an important completion here in this month as it relates to your career situation. And just to be very clear, the World is a very positive card because it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of hard work to get to the World, because remember, it's the last card in the major arcana, and you can kind of pat yourself on the back when the World card comes in for going through a major journey or a major cycle in your life. Now, in the past, you have the 4 of Cups, you have the King of Cups, and you have the 6 of Wands here showing up in the cards. So something here, some of you have been reflecting and reassessing here recently. This person, you could say on one hand is sort of meditating. On another hand, you could say that they're reflecting on their life, on a situation, on something. While it's good to be in a contemplative state, the 4 of Cups also suggests to be careful that you do not miss out on opportunities. Be careful that the reflection does not spill into boredom and apathy. That is the thing, right? And so it's great to reflect, but at a certain time we do have to move out of reflection into action. And so you can see there is an opportunity. With the Four of Cups, there is this opportunity available to this person, but you must be ready to sort of act on it. Now, this is showing up in the past. And so what I feel like is going on here is somebody you weren't expecting could have been like, hey, Capricorn, like, you're a really good fit for this opportunity, or you're a really good fit. You're the person that we're looking for. You're the person that we need for this new project or this new opportunity. And this could have shown up as the King of Cups type of person. King of Cups is somebody who's like a water sign, potentially, or somebody who just kind of has the qualities of somebody who's emotionally intelligent. This is somebody who can really hear you, somebody who can listen to you. As a leader, the King of Cups would be somebody who leads from the heart space instead of leading from like the areas of logic, right? Instead of logic, the King of Cups would prefer to use emotions to sort of guide the way. And, it is possible that someone said, hey, Capricorn, like, you're a great fit for this. Or it's also possible that if it's not somebody else coming forward for you with this alternative solution, what's going on is this is inward and this is referring to you, and you have recently been still. You've had to take you've had to be calm or still in the face of adversity or challenge in the workplace. You can see this person is sitting on water, and this is the idea of being still or calm in the face of challenge or adversity in one's life. And that would especially be supported here with the Four of Cups, which is about reflection and kind of being still or sitting, if you will. And so I think some of you have been sort of sitting on something. Yeah, I think some of you have been sitting on something, and you've been like maybe wanting to make sure you have all the facts before you move. The Six of Wands is a victory. It's a very good card. It's even public recognition or succeeding expectations. This is somebody who's being sort of cheered on in the workplace. It can say that you've kind of accomplished something big, and you've even gotten the support of your colleagues or the people around you. In the current situation, you have the Two of Cups, you have the World, and you have the Three of Swords card showing up here. So we've talked about how the World, it's Saturn energy. Saturn is a card that refers to doing the hard work in this lifetime. Saturn themes are bigger. They're global, right? If you think about the World, these are global energies for us, right? And so they are bigger things that we have to do in our life. An example of this is, switching your job or in another way, asking for a job raise. Like, those are all Saturn themes, because those are things that ultimately propel us forward, but are very hard tasks to do. Like, I've asked for a job raise before when I worked an office job, and it's a very, multiple times, it's like a very, very challenging thing to do. And so, but it ultimately very much helps you. And some of you here, I'm just using it as an example, but some of you are doing something completing something challenging. And ultimately this thing that you're completing, it is propelling you forward. It is moving you along in maybe your career trajectory or in your path as an employee or something like that here. You do have the Two of Cups, which can refer to partnerships in one's life. This is referring to colleagues that you have to work with. In a career and financial context, this is about your partnerships, okay? The people that you are engaging with, I think, on a day-to-day, or the people that you are deciding to sort of enter into agreements with, especially if you work for, you have an office, let's say you have an office job, or, you work for an organization. Many times we have to enter into partnerships without really being given a choice. Like, we have to work with different clients, or we have to take orders from, Jerry or Shelly or whatever. I'm coming up with names here. But sometimes we have to enter into partnerships when we don't really have a choice. And this could be something that is on your mind here. And this could maybe also be part of a consideration that you're making around an alternative choice here. Okay, do I move on? Some of you will be moving on here. There is a separation showing up. The Three of Swords is a separation. It is moving on from something. And so, I would not be surprised to see that. In the future, you have the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So this is incredible. So Those three cards in the future column are incredible cards. All of them very, very good. So the Emperor is a major omen of success in business. Okay, this is a card that you want to see in a business reading, in a career finance reading. This person has really climbed the career ladder, and they've done it with success. They've done it with tenacity, and they have essentially gotten to the top. This person is typically like the boss or the leader. It's big boss energy. So this could be you, or some of you could be thinking about switching, jobs, because maybe there's somebody that you can see yourself working for in a much healthier way. Like maybe there's somebody that you want to work for, or some of you could be stepping into a leadership role as well, because there is this moving on energy. And along with that, we have another king, we have a completion, we have you being victorious here, but also the Ace of Wands is about starting something new. And this is the best card if you want to physically start something new, or like get started on something. So this could be a big career move for you. It can be a card of like side hustles or doing stuff on the side, but I don't know if I wasn't getting a whole lot of energy around that, but some of you may be doing that. What could be happening here is some of you could be doing something that just fulfills you more. With the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is somebody who's truly content and fulfilled in their life. This is also the representation of a wish that has come true for this person. Okay, they are kind of enjoying themselves, they're throwing their cup in the air, and they're celebrating. And so, for some of you, this could certainly be the case with this Nine of Cups energy, fulfillment of a wish type of deal here. And this could mean that you are just kind of doing something that you enjoy doing more than you previously did. And part of what this might come with is you moving on from a partnership. This is a career partnership, okay? Just to be very clear here. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm seeing right now. Definitely like the energy for you. It seems like a lot of victories and success here with this diagonal of the Six of Wands, the World, and the Emperor. That's a very good diagonal. Diagonals are directions that you are headed. So very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at these three Kipper cards here. So you have Pathway, Main Female, and Bad Health. Okay, so there's the health of a relationship that's in focus here for some of you with Bad Health and Main Female. It doesn't matter what gender they are. These are just energies that I read on the cards. And so some of you, I feel like there's definitely some type of consideration that you're taking into consideration here between you and another person. You have this Pathway energy, which is one of my favorite cards in the Kipper deck. It's your true north. It's what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. It's a very positive card. It can suggest that there is some time involved with this, before this pathway truly opens up. But, this could be, the Kipper, the author of the Kipper, if you read the manual, suggests that it could be 6 to 12 months with the Pathway card. But it really depends on where you are in this journey that we're reading. So try not to get hung up on the time portion of it, but it really says that this is what you're supposed to, the Pathway card is what you're supposed to be doing in your lifetime. So it's a really nice energy. Let's go and get some clarifications here, but if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the Moon, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles. So we now have three kings. We have the King of Cups here, we have the King of Cups again, and then we have this King of Pentacles. Along with the Emperor, that is symbolism for leadership. Okay, that is boss energy. Okay, again, operating under the assumption here that I'm not dealing with genders, I'm just dealing with energies. This can be you moving into a leadership role in your life. And for some of you, this looks very nice here in this reading. Some of you are either becoming the leader, you're becoming the boss, or you are working for somebody who is in much better alignment for you. In other words, you're working for somebody who just is more supportive of you and your path and your journey in your career. And this is somebody that you want to work for. I think partnerships are heavy on your mind at this time. I think if you do take a new job or you take a new opportunity, partnership is going to be a major consideration or a major factor for you. Is this somebody who I could work for? Or, what do I feel about the people? Something like that. I would say don't miss out on something here with the Moon and the Four of Cups. There is this alternative solution. Make sure you're not delaying. There is the end of a delay here showing up here with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is talking about the end of a delay. I do think some of you are maybe dealing with some competition here with the Seven of Wands. Two of Pentacles, a change coming for you in your financial situation. In this case, it would very, very likely be a positive change because the future column looks very positive. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. And I will see you in the next reading.